Hello everyone, you're watching Nukta. I am Kuratila Mohsin.
I'm Sarthak Kapoor.
I am May Khalaf.
So Australia created history by becoming the first country to ban social media for children under 16 years old.
Not just that, but some of the other countries like Germany, Italy, France imposed a similar ban, but not exactly as strict as the one in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, in France, kids still go to school, but they have to give their phones and then they can take it later, something like that.
Yeah, even in Germany, I read that there's a law 13 years and younger, they can't sign up on social media without their parents' consent. But I think this one, the law that Australia has introduced, it's much more sound and strict.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah, but I think here the big question is, does this ban gonna solve the problem, or the children or the teenagers will become more sneaky?
I think what you're saying, they are going to get more sneaky because it's human nature. Whenever we are stopped, we do it even more.
Do you have any experience?
I mean, as a kid, I used to sneak. I used to find a lot of ways in order to use internet. I remember Facebook had a similar guideline, as in you can't really sign up until you're 18. But then I made my Facebook account when I was 14. We used to find ways. I used to go to a cyber hub, access internet.
When I was 14, there was no Facebook aslan at all. It wasn't there yet.
age.
Yeah.
You had Orkut by any chance?
What?
Orkut.
No. But there was something called High Five before Facebook. So my mom used to take the modem and to hide it. But as a children, as you said, like if something is forbidden, we even want it more. We used to take it during the night and use it and then put it back in her room before Fajr prayer. And we did something even worse. We had a modem dealer in the school who sells modems to other students who has this limitation at home. So as a teenager, you can always find the way to do the things that you are not allowed to do.
Yeah, I also had something very similar. I just recalled when you guys were talking. So I used to play games a lot. Like a lot. I was addicted to Taken and all these games, and my mom wouldn't allow. So I would go out in the gaming zones. We would put money in them.
The coin system.
Yeah, the coin. I'd just be like, I was in the park, but I wasn't. I was playing games. So we do when we are told not to. So Sarthak, what do you think? Would this ban stop the teenagers from comparing themselves to the influencers? Because I think it takes a huge toll on their mental health.
See, I feel there's no end to comparisons. As a kid, it's not just social media. I'm sure you guys would have faced the same thing. You're a kid, your friend has got a pet. Oh, I need that pet. Your friend has got an internet connection. Oh, I need that internet connection at home, right? Yeah. But social media, unfortunately or fortunately, it's a boon and a bane both. I feel influencers, it's not their fault, but everybody on the internet or like everybody on social media has portrayed a very filtered image of themselves. It's like we want to be somebody who we are not exactly, right? Yeah. I have a very small case study to share. Recently in India, there was a teenager who topped an examination but was bombarded with trolls on the internet. Even when she was not on any social media, she was bombarded with a lot of trolls only because she had facial hair. So is that bad? Because we're so accustomed to seeing a lot of unrealistic beauty standards on social media. Oh, she looks pretty. We have so many filters on Snapchat, Instagram. Exactly. I guess comparisons would always be there.
I think you were talking about the filters. I saw the news that TikTok is banning filters for children under 18. So there is not the beauty filters in specific. I think it's gonna come in effect soon. But I think this is a very good move as well.
Yeah, this is good.
Same goes with Snapchat, I guess. They also released something like this sometime back.
There are a lot of other features that it's not healthy to, as a teenager, to be exposed to. You were talking about the filters, but it's not only the filters. Like in this phase, we have to understand why this phase is so sensitive, because in this phase, the teenagers shapes their image toward the world and toward themselves. And they have a need. It's not just something that they seek to. It's a genuine need to acceptance, to be loved, to be liked. And here, the features on social media allows you as a teen to be liked and to be accepted and like and share and comment.
And get all the attention.
Get all the attention fast.
Yeah,
this is the
exactly.
problem, that you get it fast
Yeah.
without any effort. While in real life, you have to make more effort to be liked by your teacher, to be praised by your teacher or anyone else that you see as a role model.
Everybody's seeking validation.
I would say unwanted attention. Just imagine, a teenage girl who's on social media, who does not even know who the next person is talking to,
Yeah.
who they are talking to, and they are gonna give them attention, of course, and they might enjoy it. And I think it's most of cases it is unwanted attention. They shouldn't be getting that. So yeah, that's one aspect of it, of course. But there are so many more reasons to go after social media and banning it for children.
Yeah. One more thing, just want to clarify that I am with this ban, but there are some concerns. Why I am with this ban? Because emotionally, in this phase, they want to seek love and attention, and this is the easiest way to have it. And the second thing is the communication skills. That social media is it's proven that social media discourage many social skills that you acquire in real life, in this phase of life. So when you are on social media, if you got in disagreement with someone, you can easily block them, hide your story from them. You can even ignore them. You cannot accept their friendship. While in real life, you can do that to your uncle or to your colleague that you don't like. In real life, you have to find you acquire the communication skills to solve problems, to be flexible. But social media makes people, generally also adults, more extreme. So imagine if this is what our children exposed to from a very young age, before developing their critical thinking, their other intellectual skills that they need for life. So you pass this phase without these skills, and you go to work. You can't block your manager. You can't just go home.
Yeah, that's like a reality check. The kids need a reality check. But I have another opinion on this one, since I'm a mother as well, and my kid is growing up fast. There is also one need: the trends. If it's banned, then it should be banned for everybody. I am in. But if not, then they would feel like they're lacking behind, or I don't know.
But then what would you do as an influencer? What's your influence then?
No. What I meant was, if it is banned for the kids, then it should be banned completely for all the kids. So they don't come and tell the other, oh, I have it, you don't have it. Just like people are facing problems these days. Every other kid who is 8 years old, 10-year-old, they have a cell phone. My son, who's not even 7 yet, has started asking me, when will I buy my phone?
I don't think a ban would improve things. I feel there should be a certain level of control in the hands of parents, and it's not a government's thing to decide. So
what do you think about YouTube?
YouTube?
Why they didn't ban YouTube?
Because YouTube is also important for education. Like, say for example, if I'm a 14-year-old and I want to learn guitar, I wouldn't go to a teacher.
But
I'll have a lot of tutorials on YouTube.
But there is so much content on YouTube.
As a parent, you get a lot of tools on YouTube to control. It is not the same for other social media platforms.
Especially with the explore thing, that it's there on TikTok, on Instagram. Even if you make a profile with age for your child, you don't know what is gonna be suggested.
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna be promoted.
Yeah.
From other third parties.
If I as a kid had faced this ban, I would have a lot of FOMO.
I feel that this ban should be partial and should go in parallel with working with parents and schools to aware their children about the risks of these platforms, like we aware them about any risk that they might face in life. Because I don't want them. I want him to I want my son to learn the boundaries while in the situation.
Yeah.
Like if this happens, you can deal with it in this way or that way. So he acquires the tools that he can really use later. As
Exactly,
an
that's a
adult.
really good point. It's basically digital literacy.
Yeah.
I guess it's very important to educate your kids with digital literacy, as in what could be the repercussions for X or what could be the repercussions for Y.
Like I would rather, not go through it if it's a bad experience. To
If it's
understand
very bad,
it is
yeah,
wrong.
this is the point
Yeah.
for moms,
Yeah.
Like you will not
Because
throw
it's
them.
a trauma.
in real
If it's a
life,
big thing, it's trauma. We can't just push them to see
Yeah.
how injured they will be,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the ban is a tactic move from Australia to the platforms themselves, because they have to take the age appropriate content more seriously. They don't take it seriously. Maybe YouTube takes it seriously and we don't know.
Yeah. But the main question here, guys, is that how this ban is going to come in place.
Australia didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't have any clarity there.
Yeah, me neither. Like I was reading somewhere, it was saying that some digital experts have said that they might be able to come up with the solution, but it might not be as effective.
Yeah, I heard about a startup in UK. It's an AI technology that recognized how old are you from your picture.
So it would be something like a Face ID thing.
Something like that. And it's precise. Like it's better. They compared it to people assessment of how old are you. The machine was better in assessing your age. But still, some people they have baby face. Some people,
You can't really tell. Some people are 40 years old and they look like 18. You can't really
this
tell
is
the difference.
interesting too.
They have also announced huge fines on social media applications. For example, if Facebook allows some certain people who are not allowed to be on social media, like kids under 16, they are going to get fined. They are going to get like heavy fines, about 50 million US Australian dollars.
Yeah.
Even if I was reading this as well, that in the law it said that even if the kid, sneaks and get access to it, the kid is not going to get in trouble. So that is like, I think, a relief as a parent.
Yeah. I think it helps parents to control.
I mean, to put this ban into effect, there should be a way wherein every kid has to upload their parents' documents on social media.
No, but then we'd be giving away all our personal information. That's too much.
Oh yeah, this is another point.
Yeah.
But then you're giving it to a lot many apps. Anyways. So I mean, why not?
Not the passport or IDs. No.
I mean, why not?
I think this is very in terms of regulations, it needs a lot of thoughts. Yeah. That's why they will implement it after 1 year.
That's why they asked for 1 whole year.
That's why in most of the countries, it's actually it's in a very experimental phase. Nothing is concrete till date. I mean, who gets to take the final call? Is it the parents or the politicians?
In my opinion, there should be like a collaborative thing. There should be there should be somebody from the parent side, there should be somebody from the government side, and they should collaborate and come up with a solution. And it can't be the government deciding everybody for our kids. That's what I feel like as a mom. I mean, if I am given the authority or I am asked that how would you want it to be banned? Maybe I would be like, okay, ban some features that nobody can. There used to be this feature on Facebook that no stranger could message you. Only friends of friends can message you. And then there was a feature where you can filter it out that nobody can message you other than my friends. You have to go specifically and then unblock those features. Something like that. If they can filter it out that well, maybe we don't have to completely ban it. That's my opinion. But then the government and the parents, there should be parties from both sides to decide and discuss and then mutually agree to one thing. What do you think?
I think in some countries, maybe Australia, they had this discussion with parents, with the other, ministries, Ministry of Education, the other respective ministries.
Yeah, representation.
Yeah.
From all,
So they might have done that. I don't know. But on my opinion, the government cannot decide for all. for everyone. But the thing is that this move, what I see, that this move is against the platforms. It's not against the parents. It's not against the children. They might ban it for a couple of years until the platforms prove that the social media are a safe place for children, for teenagers. Then this ban might be left. We don't know.
I think that we don't have teenagers, like our kids are young. I think this might be a relief for the parents, some of the parents, maybe 80% of them, because most of the time they spend on controlling their kids.
Yeah.
Don't use this much,
Yeah,
don't
right.
use that much. It might be like for maybe 90%, it might be a huge relief that we don't have to put in any effort anymore. It's done.
So, May, is it fair to limit teens' voices online?
It's not about their voice online generally. Like they can still be YouTube vloggers, long form. They can deliver their message in other different ways. They can be gamers. They can have their own blogs, and they can write. They don't write.
Yeah,
They can go back to writing.
I would say that freedom of speech, I get it. Freedom of speech is good for people above 16. I don't want freedom of speech for somebody
kids.
under 16.
Yeah.
I get it, but the freedom of speech that they should have is within the house.
I guess it varies from person to person.
Yeah.
A lot of parents, they might be very open. They would want their kids to voice an opinion online, put up a petition, XYZ, whatever.
Yeah,
like
I get
people
it,
are
the
like kids
petitions.
are going places these days. So yeah, can't tell.
What do you think? It would?
I mean, I would want to post whatever I can.
That's amazing. So, May, are we in for the ban?
I am in.
Sarthak, what do you think? Are we in for the ban?
I am not in for the ban. I feel control is necessary, not a ban.
Yeah, parents should work more.
Yes.
And I'm not in, I'm not out, I'm in between. Like, if we want to limit our kids from doing something, then we as parents have to be responsible. We should not totally rely on the government. And the government, I don't think if there should be a ban for them, but yes, making improvements in the applications themselves, I think is a big thing. But my next question is that are other countries gonna fall in line with Australia?
I think they're thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Maybe they will wait for the result after 10
But
years.
what results have you got from France or say Belgium or Italy?
From France, we will not
I don't
get any results. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they are waiting for the results from Australia because it's it's full ban.
But don't you guys feel that social media has become like a primary source of news and entertainment also?
Yeah.
So it's also beneficial for the kids then.
I think not only news, it's for like fashion. You know, when you see kids out there in the streets, they are more fashionable than us, guys. Come on. They are following all the social trends.
They know more trends than us actually.
Yeah.
But the question, does this help them?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Teenagers at school.
Yes, of
With
course. why
what?
not?
What do they need in this phase of life?
If I'm getting
Do they need to be on trend? They can go to the street and go and see.
But then if I'm getting to see Diljit Dosanjh's performance first on Facebook or Instagram,
Yeah, that's
before
a
news.
big point, sir.
so yeah, I mean,
Go to your mother and she will show you.
No, it's just that the thing is that then we don't have to spend money also. See, we get to see movies online, on social media applications. Somebody's going live from their Instagram. It is happening right now. You get to see it. It's a huge blessing, don't you think?
From
As
your
a child,
from your
Dua Lipa's
father's-
concert.
from your father's phone.
All right, only time will tell if other countries are going to follow Australia and implement this ban. But Australia itself is going to need at least 1 year to see if they can actually ban it, and how they are going to do it. Only time will tell.